But there's this longing, there's this soul that needs to be cleansed of the worldly ideas, the soul that essentially says there is more and it's not outside, and it's not this pseudo-intellectual, pseudo-Christianity, pseudo-atheism, agnosticism, something deeper than that. And they've been talking about it forever. I listen to people today and I just go, this is nothing compared to Aquinas, Augustine, De Sales, all these saints forever that have been talking about the sacred life, the devout life, this sacrifice that you make in your life. What do they talk about today? Well, let's fast. Well, I'm actually reading a book on fasting. Today, they only talk about the health benefits. Forever, they've all talked about the spiritual benefits, which is you are crucifying your flesh. Where does Jordan Peterson talk about that? Yeah, of course, Joe Rogan talks about getting into cold plunges, but he's just saying, I would love to live in a Christian world, but not become Christian. I'd rather believe that there was this guy, Jesus Christ, without actually reading a book, The Case for Christ by Lee Strobel, or The Resurrection, or the thousands of accounts and eyewitnesses that were not Christians, that were pagans, Romans, Jews, that were there, that wrote about it. And then you come to today, there is no next book. That's my conclusion after almost 400, 500 days away from YouTube, is that there is no next book. There is none. There's no next book that's going to satisfy the desire that I had going into personal development. I'm not saying I was the ultimate guy, but I was among the people I knew, family, friends, extended family, that was the ultimate consumer of self-development. Hundreds of thousands of dollars spent to get that one last nugget in so many areas that I was lacking. Hundreds of hours with personal coaches, $1,000 here to be with someone, $5,000 to be at a dinner with 3 or 4 people just for that one piece of information. Oh, I got it. My life is, I got another book, conference, series I got to watch. And ironically enough, it literally took 5 years during COVID from 2020 to 2025 to literally eradicate my mind away from this lack, which is physical. So I personally think that Jordan Peterson will not go to obscurity, but I also don't think he's going to be as popular as he ever was, because men need those boundaries. Men need the guardrails. They need the blinders in life, because the narrow road outside of that is our desires, our pleasure, our lusts that we want to just grasp onto, whether that's food, that's plenty of illicit material. You can just go on Instagram, you can go on YouTube, you can go anywhere. You could just walk outside in New York City and you have your fix of food, of drinks, of, walking around in a state of numbness. So men will continue going back to the church. The tide is turning for men. And thank God for that, because if you have this 20-year hiatus of men away from the church, and now they're returning, and they are the ones that are structuring their lives and structuring their families and structuring their business and their friendships, and they're prioritizing sacrifice and fasting and prayer and Bible, gosh, it's freeing. I'm telling you, it is freeing.